does your party have a voters register?
Of course we do. Of course we do.
But the allegations by the governor's faction is that, by the SSG, he said that the voters register had got fictitious names and all sorts of misappropriations in there.
At my level, I don't want to reply the SSG, but what I know is that all of us have slips. The governor was registered and everybody was registered, and they still give opportunity for those who want to register online. That I do know. In fact, you have to also come with your PVC.
Okay, let me ask.
You know, there's something that is unfortunate about these things. When people shun out lies too many times, there's tendency for people to think it's the truth. But you remain unmoved because this is working in your integrity. When you work in your integrity, you know the rules and you go by the rules.
Okay,
I am trying to emphasize just one thing. Who is competent to speak?
Okay, let's listen to something, then I'll bring a question to you as regards the conduct of that primary. Let's listen to the returning officer in that primary.
All Progressive Congress 2019 governorship primary election. Therefore, Adesegun, who scored the highest vote of 102,305 votes, is therefore elected as the flag bearer of APC, subject to ratification by the National Working Committee.
Welcome back. That is the one you say is the authentic election.
Yes.
Okay. So the question to you is this. First of all, where did you vote? Did this primary hold?
Yes.
In your word. Is it that it was direct primary or indirect?
It was direct primary.
Direct. So where did you do your own voting?
I go with Ward 8.
Ward 8.
Yes.
Fantastic. Let's go back again.
Can I even say something?
Yes, sir.
And this is why I said, at my level, there is a need for us to be very cautious because we're talking about our party. Some talks came and were dispersing people. I don't want to see these talks are from this particular place. But why should talks come in the normal primary day of a party where we are supposed to enjoy ourselves?
Indeed. Why would talks come to a normal party primary, a family gathering?
I think it would be very good if you investigate it to know those who brought talks.
Really?
Yes.
So talks can come to a family gathering.
That's what I'm saying.
So it doesn't matter.
It will be very instructive to know those who brought talks.
Them.
To go to.
I'm sure the police will get.
Adesegun does not want to say it.
The police will get to the bottom of that. But let's go back to the issue of the processes. You talked about the entire structure of the National Working Committee and the leadership coming in 4 or 5 months ago. Sure. But when they came in, did they come with a new document, a new set of guidelines to run primaries?
No. The Constitution is specific.
So it's there already. It came to be the document there.
In fact.
So how is it then that if you come into a place where there's a document for you to work with, you start having processes? Because practically all the primaries conducted by your party have one issue or the other.
That's why you call it primary. Primaries normally have issues.
Really?
Yes, primaries. Yes. I was one of those who conducted for the governor when he was coming in. But it was because we had worked with him for a long time. That was why we were able to step down quite a lot of candidates. And he got it very easy. Okay. I was the national deputy treasurer there.
Okay, so
what I'm saying...
You worked it for the governor?
No.
You say you worked it for the governor?
All of us were convinced. All of us were convinced. And a lot of people spoke and said we should allow him, our leaders. And so what we did was talk to all the contestants who were contesting.
At that time, did you look at what the National Working Committee said? Did the National Working Committee agree with what you did?
Of course.
Did they know you spoke to some people to step down?
Of course. The National Working Committee knew. Of course, the National Working Committee knew.
So in this case,
nobody is an island in this time.
So in this case, what happened? Did you do any talking to anybody?
Can I explain some few things which will really enlighten you all? When the decision was taken that there will be primary, the National Working Committee was gracious to allow states to choose whether direct or indirect. They could choose one and ram it in, but they allowed. And so we met in Ogun State. the state executive committee. It was at the instance of the governor. And we agreed that we would try consensus. I hope you know, even when you are trying consensus, you still have to vote. We said if consensus fails, we will go the way of direct primaries. About 2-3 weeks after, I mean, should there be any other thing again that would now lead to the invitation of people again to say, we have changed from direct, now you are toying with people's life. We have already agreed. And so everybody went in that line. And the National Working Committee agreed with us. You cannot be toying with people's...
So did you have the consensus did not work?
The consensus, of course.
It did not work?
Of course, it did not work. If the consensus worked, you have everybody picking forms. And the governor was very clear there. The governor said he wanted, he was concerned more about the issue of West Territorial Districts. But we told him that in our area, we have candidates. I was a candidate, a lot of people are candidates, and that we cannot be excluded because it has never happened in Ogun State. And we felt he should convince us beyond reasonable doubt.
I'm wondering how you're taking this in your stride, because when Mohammed Ndabawa, the committee panel chair, made the announcement of Dapo Abiodun as the flag bearer, and said, put a clause to it. He said that this is subject to, subject to ratification by the National Working Committee of the party. Does that put you at ease?
Yes, standard practice. Standard practice. To announce and subject it to the final body.
That's the first part of it.
Even when we went for screening, we went through about 3 types of screening. First step, second step, until the finality comes in.
What do you make of the visit of the Ogun State governor to the president, in company of other governors as well?
There's nothing wrong in it. There's nothing wrong in it. He is the governor of our state. We give you a lot of respect.
Because the allegation, the insinuation that this is presenting to a lot of people who've been speaking to us is that
a lot of people
is going to lobby to allow his own process go through. Is that true?
I mean, that's what I'm saying about individualizing issues. The governor is not competent to go and ask for direct or indirect. Only the state executive committee can conclude about what they want.
So what's going to happen now?
Nothing is going to happen. A winner has already been declared.
Even
2 winners have been declared.
There are no 2 winners. The chairman of the party in the state, and I'm sure you know that is laughable. In fact, if you look at him, you will see that he was screaming within because he knows it's not in his power. That man, you see, is.
How can you tell?
We are friends.
I thought
we've been in politics for long. He was the chairman of FIFA when I was commissioner for works many years ago.
But you said that we shouldn't allow emotions to override our thinking.
No, I'm just telling you, he knows. I mean, we are on earth with the chairman of the party in the state announce the winner of the governorship election. It has never happened.
Okay, so that...
Strictly speaking, the National Working Committee has the right to conduct elections.
So the National Working Committee also has the right.
Article 13.44 of the party constitution speaks clearly.
If I may go by the
No
statement,
other human being on earth.
if we could go by the statement of the ratification, you said it's done and dusted, right? That's what you said.
Obviously.
So now the governors are meeting with the president, and then they also meet with Oshomole, the national chairman. Hold on. Yeah. To, according to them, to smoothen the rough edges.
That's
according
right.
to what they said, and sort things out. What if by the time they're done with meeting the president and the national chairman, a meeting of the National Working Committee is held, and in the bid to ratify, they say another primary should be conducted in Ogun State? How would you take that?
That's what I'm talking about.
How would you take that?
The competent body to speak has spoken. We'll go for another one.
You'll go for it?
Yes.
You will not have any issues whatsoever?
I keep alluding to these issues. You see, a lot of people are speaking. Those who are not competent to speak. When the body competent to speak speaks, we should go by it. That's the rule of law.